Thoth chats to me all the time, and believe me, they're so funny and great company. So, Thoth was chatty to everyone today. This is part 2 of the channeled message that I received. And we will speak again on the power of pain, because when you realise the power of pain, you will do nothing but thank it again and again. Do you see how pain is like the rain? No jacket, you're wet. So what next? Oh well, don't you dance? Enjoy it and see what you may create with such rain. When you find joy and you do not complain. To quit an illusion. Is that really being cast out of the garden? And what is the value of a garden when you look around and you think and you ask, well, what then? Well, what then? Well, what then? Calais, who would deny you when you ask a reasonable question? If they were to drop their resistance and provide an answer, well, what then? What would change? And if you knew such an answer, would you still be so meek and respond to their request with, yes sir? And so Calais, tell the people now is the time to align their interests and go within, to select from the bounty of all there is to learn. And you know what this is, for it is only a small trifle of all for which you already yearn. Knowledge, which in fear some would refute, but in wisdom the difference is you discern. And so Calais, ask the people, why stagnate in anger? You always have this power to go within and trust your own intuition in the knowing that when you do that, it's a whole new game, a game of your very own. So have fun and play. Also know that it's impossible to fail when in the midst of a process of creation with love in your heart and full soul embodiment. And you will have an answer. When some may ask, well, what then? When this our student collective do themselves become teachers, then you are here to answer their questions. Because never forget, Calais, and tell the people that many fear change, just as they fear the snake. But it is in this poison that they do awaken. But first, they must choose their poison. Will they choose the poison that they are given, or will they choose the poison that they find deep within themselves? That's the choice. There is nothing else. And so, Calais, we do hope we have explained this concept, because whilst this is simple, it is indeed also complex. We do see it all and we hear the question, well, and what next? And this is the answer. But realise that to accept it will require a learning process, because here are some unclothed truths. In the poison of another, many do find comfort, a cover, as they run from a poison in themselves, which would cause their own heart to shudder. This excursion is possible when it is held in love. Yes, even the reluctance of people. Love is what you are made of, and love is where you shall return. And love can be now. This very moment, you are ready to be it. Love would never shut you out, apples or no apples. Never mind that old story, for the people now have their own to tell. And whilst this will be hard, they will be held. But first, they must find the willingness in themselves. They must trust that all is taken care of. But trust springs forth from the trust that they give to themselves and to God. Then, Calais, on a final note, for those unconvinced by Thoth, there are other gods available. And apologies, Calais, we are rather caught up. We are unavailable to mediate. So, If this is your selection, consider Gnosis and hope that they too teach it. But regardless, that would not dilute this message. Because no matter the channel, no matter the god, they must choose the state in which they sit and wait. Will they wait in fear, saying the words but not doing the work? Or will they wait in wonder and usher in a new earth, a new renaissance? Kale, tell the people that they must decide what it is that they want, and then they must align their thoughts. And you can tell them, or perhaps not, but this is the message that comes from Thoth. But regardless of where it comes from, this message remains, and this message remains in wisdom. You have been listening to a channeled message from Thoth, received by me, Victoria Cassandra of Cassandra Recovered, and the leader of a small group on Reddit called r/Revolution is Spiritual. All are welcome when they know that small in number has no correlation to small in power.